Season 2 of the Pat and JT podcast.
Oh man, I'm here at last. The best time, always gonna be the best. Come on!
Exclusively on the Hurrdat Media Network.
All right.
Hopefully you guys are having a great Monday.
1st of February.
That's right. February 1st. You're right. So that
Officially.
means it is officially the last month of Temperature Tuesday for Runza. It was only January and February.
I
That's
like
a
how
big
you're
deal.
keeping track of that.
It used to be just February, and they extended it to Jan. I don't know if it was because of COVID or what, but whatever.
I did not know that.
I'm taking advantage of that. That's a good thing. So yeah, it's also National Potato Month. I don't know if you knew that or not.
Well, somebody did some prep work
No,
here.
I didn't. It's just my phone listens to me. And so last night we were making potato wedges in the air fryer. And as it's air frying, I'm sitting on the couch just mind-numbingly wasting my life scanning through Instagram. And something came up. Or no, it wasn't Instagram, just on Facebook. And something came through that said it was February's National Potato Month. So I'm like, we're celebrating.
Son of a gun. And you were
Yep.
having. Is there anything better than potatoes in the air fryer? Potato wedges?
No.
I mean,
And we
seriously,
did sweet potato wedges and regular potato wedges. And
Either way,
they're just fantastic.
It's super easy. It's not, and just for anybody that thinks it's like magic, it's not super fast.
No.
Because it takes about the same amount of time.
It's just so good.
But it's so easy to clean up.
Yes.
That's another thing.
And I love leaving them in a little long. I love burnt ones, so I call them my little Bernie Sanders, my little Bernie Sanders ones. And I just love them. Leave them in there a little bit longer, and they're just crispy and salty. Love me some Bernie Sanders potatoes.
Bernie Sanders. I don't know how he'd feel about that. I don't know how he'd feel about that. I really don't. All right, so last episode we did a couple of lists. We still have a few. We haven't really done this year. Like last year we didn't do it because since the radio thing, that was kind of like a staple.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny when you're watching TV, listening to the radio, anything like that, and you I'm sure most people pick up on this at least subconsciously.
Yeah.
There is a theme to every day and every week and every month. Mm-hmm. And without fail, those same things are hit that check that box. So that's kind of like content that's taken care of, so somebody doesn't have to do any work.
So be watching national news, local news, radio, whatever. Pretty soon we're going to ramp up to all Valentine's lists and things to do and lover, whatever, all this kind of stuff. So
they already have the list made.
Yep. And
from
they
every
just
other year, and they just yank them out and dust them off.
change the date to 22 for next year. That's all they do, and it'll be back filed up.
So those are like gimmies, and that's what these lists kind of are. Except I like year-end lists for Google because they're not the same every year. Granted, the titles of the list might be because you go through actors and you have how-tos and you have how to makes and you have lyrics, what songs are people looking up, what movies did they go see, and that changes every year. This last year, speaking of movies, let me see if I can find it real quick here. Movies kind of got it was a tough year.
Yeah, they kind of got bent over this past year.
So
COVID did them dirty. COVID did AMC and the movies dirty.
They really did. You think about it. As I'm looking at TV shows. Okay, let's run through TV shows real quick.
Okay.
The top TV shows, the top 5. Tiger King came at number 1.
Okay. And that I don't think that would have been as big had it not hit at the beginning of quarantine. But
yeah, that was kind of like the breakout, wasn't it?
It was right at the beginning. People were just sitting there needing something to watch. And granted, it was an absolute dumpster fire. And it was great, but it wasn't as good as the ratings and the lists suggest.
No.
But we had nothing else to do.
There was nothing else, and it was the first show that dropped. It was controversial on top of it. And then you had Cobra Kai, which another season just dropped a bit.
Still haven't watched that.
I love it.
I've
didn't
heard it's
think
awesome.
I'd like it. I thought this is going to be so stupid. And it is, but it's fun. It's
like
really
campy.
well done.
Yeah. I've heard it's really good.
So yeah, Cobra Kai and Ozark was one of my breakout
Watch that
favorites, without a doubt. I want more of that, and we won't get any more. I want more of that.
It's done?
I think it's done.
Well, that's stupid.
I think it is.
Okay.
I think so. I don't know. It's just been too long. Umbrella Academy.
Or
I
her-
started watching part of it, and it just didn't resonate.
Okay. Not everything works for everybody.
Not everything does. That's why there's a list.
That's right.
Queen's Gambit. Excellent movie.
Heard of it? Never.
TV show, whatever you want to call it. I guess TV show is a Netflix. Or it was one of those kind of things. Really good.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to watch it, it's very good. It's you'll be surprised.
Okay.
It's not what I expected. I didn't look it up before I watched it. So I had no idea what it was going to be about. And it surprised me.
Okay.
So very good.
All right.
Movies are kind of weird because I really don't remember much of any of these. Parasite was number 1.
Okay. I remember Parasite. Didn't Parasite win? I don't even remember Oscar. It won an Oscar, right?
Yes.
And that was right at the beginning of COVID.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
No, and I probably won't.
1917.
Okay.
Just watched a movie called 1922. It's a Stephen King.
Is this 1917 is prequel?
No, 1922 is a Stephen King movie.
Okay.
And it's typical Stephen King. It's dark. You know what I mean? But it's not like most, but yeah. It has to do with the family living in 1922.
Yeah.
And she wants to not live in the country anymore. She inherited some land, so she's worth all the money, the wife is, and she wants to move to Omaha.
Random.
It's random, right? You're like, every time they say Omaha, it's almost like it's a foreign word coming out of their mouth.
I know.
No, seriously. It's like a foreign word coming out of their mouth because the way they say it, Omaha.
Right.
It's like they,
and there was, I don't know if it was 48 hours or if it was 2020, but it was that story about that grandma couple years ago that went around the country and just killed people and assumed their identity and ended up in Corpus Christi, Texas. Remember that story?
No.
She was from Minneapolis, but like some of the security videos when she was leaving, going Minneapolis down to Florida, and they were talking to the people behind the register, like, you take 35, go to Omaha. And you're right. It sounds weird when somebody else said it, and I even said that to Beth. I'm like, that, it sounds like they don't know how to say it.
It does.
And
it's
like you're in Minneapolis.
There's some kind of I don't know what it is. It's like when somebody says Wahoo, and they say Wahoo. Wahoo. It's not Wahoo.
Yeah. Right.
It's just a little itty bitty difference that you hear when they say it.
And like Utan, people said Utan.
Utan.
Like, it's not Utan. It's Utan.
It's Utan.
Idiots. But Stephen King, when Rosenblatt was around, I don't know if he has done it since moving to TD Ameritrade, but he would come every year to the College World Series, and he would have the same seats. And I remember,
oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he would come all the time. And then one year he didn't. It was when he got run over by that van.
Oh, I remember that.
Mm-hmm. And he didn't come that year. But it was like I would always look up at him.
He got hit by a van.
Of course, Stephen King gets hit by a van. They buried him and he came back to life. But yeah, I remember looking up and seeing him in the where my little ball chute thingy was, and he was off to the right.
Explain that.
Guess I was the ball boy.
Okay.
Yeah. I was sitting in my ball chute. And I remember looking up and seeing him, and even though I knew it was Stephen King, it's like I swear I couldn't see his face. Like there were no facial features. It was like eerie.
Yeah.
But he was like just a normal dude. But
he's freaky. He and his wife Tabitha are both a little off.
Yeah.
They were match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Seriously, they found their soulmates. They really did. God, something you said.
I wonder if that's why he said Omaha. If he picked Omaha because he'd spent time here for the series.
Could be.
And I don't know why he was a supporter of a team on the East Coast that made it one year, and he came to watch them, and then he loved it so much he kept coming back. Yeah, so but I don't know.
A lot of people do that, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You just made me think of something when you're talking about Ball Boy. There's an article, and we've talked about this before, and we haven't been able to find it, but there's an article that's out there somewhere, because you actually played baseball, and you were fairly good at it, from what I understand.
Decent.
I found a website. I got to send you this link. It's some newspapers. You have to sign up for it. It's a subscription base. I haven't paid to subscribe.
Yeah.
But I'm not kidding you. You can find articles about anything. It's like a Wayback Machine for
I want to look.
newspapers.
That'd be awesome for like a whole bunch of newspapers.
I'm not, literally, I put in your name. I'm not subscribed, so I can't see what it was bringing up.
Yeah.
Because I thought, I wonder if I can find this article. So I put in your name.
It's not the police blotter in it. I was arrested that one time.
It was that one thing, that they wouldn't let me see all the DUIs and the felonies and all that. So I have to pay for that.
We got it. You know what? I want to pay for this because I have. Damon Benning and I were seniors the same year, and during that summer between.
It's just one of many things you guys have in common,
and that's why we're best friends. Between when we graduated, and then he went on to college, and I didn't, obviously. But that summer baseball, like we had,
your worlds collided.
I know that there's a list somewhere, and I was up higher on the batting, like with my batting average than he was, and I gotta find that list. I think he wasn't even in the top 10.
I was looking for it. It was like All-State, or it was something like that, right?
Yeah, and it was like the whole state's top 20 or whatever, and I was fourth, and
who else was on the list? Like Strickland was
Eric
on the list.
Strickland was on the list. Oh gosh, there were Peterson from Elkhorn. He's on ESPN now.
Of course. Oh yeah. I know who you mean.
I can't remember his first name. I just mentioned him the other day. Anyway.
Dang it.
Yeah.
I know who you mean.
So there were some other players that went on to play D1 ball.
Most of them in the top 10 did.
All of them did.
Except one.
All of them did. Hence it's not, if you're a 5'6" left-handed first baseman, chances are you're not D1 material. And you don't and when you run, it's like you're dragging a plow. Not probably going to be picked up by a lot of D1 schools.
You made the list.
I made the list. And I'm higher than DB, and I got to find proof.
I will get that. I will get that for you. I found it because I was going through my Kaspersky let me know that I had 47 passwords that were violated. And so I had like red mark. Apparently there'd been some data breaches some places in my passwords had shown up on some of these. And so it's like, you need to change these passwords. And so I was going through and changing everyone to another word that I wouldn't forget, another password. They all have the same password again, which is a violation of passwords. I know because I find one I like and I just use it across the board.
It's like whatever. I don't know why that's a violation. It's my decision.
Because once you find, right. It's like if I'm gonna, you know,
right.
What are you gonna do? And so anyway, that came up in that site, and I was like, "What is this site?" Because I didn't even remember signing up for it. And so I went and checked it out, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
Yeah, send me that link because I'll pay for it.
This is awesome. And so I will. Okay. I will get that for you. But what else did I just think about? Something else just popped in my head about. Your Roll the Dice airline.
Oh yeah.
I almost posted something this weekend, but I didn't. My troll did.
Your troll did or almost did?
My troll almost did.
It must have been super sketchy if you're super sketchy Twitter accounts.
I just kind of. It's like even my troll shouldn't do it. I was getting snarky, and I was like, settle down. Just put down the keyboard.
Put down the Kahlua, put down the keyboard, and walk away.
One of the two I have to put down. Either the Kahlua or the keyboard. Can't have both. But anyway, somebody was talking about, they were talking about the airlines saying that now you have to have a proof of a
vaccine.
A vaccine or negative swab. One of the two. I can't remember what it was. I think it is the vaccine. No, I think it's the swab. But everybody has to wear. I mean, that the mandate came down from the CDC, although they're not Congress, but they can mandate what you can and can't do. So you have to all public transportation. You have to be masked up and proof, I think, of a negative test.
Okay.
Or something like that. I'm telling you right now is the time to flip the switch.
Flip the switch?
Roll the Dice airline.
Oh, needs to just roll with it.
Nail it.
Yeah, they would.
If they said you can carry on full-size shampoo.
Yep.
You can carry on your nail clippers. Bring your umbrella. You don't need to take your shoes off.
Yes.
You don't have to walk through the detector.
Bring water from home if you want.
You don't have to have a test.
No.
You can wear a mask if you want.
Oh, they'd be booked solid.
I think they would.
Yeah.
I just think.
If it was legal, if they could actually do it without getting in trouble, I think somebody should do it.
I really wonder if they can. I wonder if there's just like that super. I don't know how that all works because it's not like they're run by the FAA or a CDC. It's not, they don't run them, but they regulate, like the FCC regulates radio.
Yeah.
So there's some fines.
But if you have a private plane, you don't have to.
Right?
So if it's a private plane and you're selling tickets to your private plane, there's your Roll the Dice Airlines.
You go.
So then you just need to find somebody that can buy like a Boeing 737. Flip it.
So you can sell enough seats to make it affordable for the regular person, but still be able to keep up your payments.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. So there is that list.
Well, that was a good list. See, let's do a list a day. A list a day for this entire week.
Okay, then I'll just mark off. We did movies and TV, so we'll do 2 a day.
Okay, and also, bad news, I cannot buy your bidet. You offered to sell me, because Beth said, she said we can't have a bidet.
Why?
Because she does, it's sketchy to her.
$25.
I know.
$25.
I can run it back up the flag. We try to get it approved again, but usually when it's denied by committee, it doesn't. I'm almost nervous to bring it back up. And we're even getting a new bathroom in our basement. The bidet can go down there.
It's the perfect place for it. Yeah. In the basement, the perfect place for it.
I don't know. I'll take it back to the committee again, but I don't know how far it's going to get me.
You should. Okay. I do. I want $25 for that.
I know you do. And it's not used. Not like I'm buying a used bidet.
No, it's never been hooked
But once
up.
I put water through it and use it, it's used bidet. Nobody's going to buy a used bidet.
No.
Okay.
Well, they might.
Yeah, there are websites for everything. All right, you guys, you can text us 402-403-9478 and get into our DMs. It's Pat and JT, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Oh, yeah!
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.